we've got baseball from Orange County, California. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's Angels baseball, and it's coming up next. Noah Syndergaard gets the starting nod for the Halos. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, coming on now, a guy with some of the best stuff in all the game, Noah Syndergaard. Big fastball, approaches triple digits, and one of the things that separates Syndergaard from most of the other starting pitchers in baseball, that hard slider he'll throw anywhere between 92 and 96 miles an hour. Nothing tricky about Syndergaard, power pitcher deluxe.
First delivery to him. Michael Brantley is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one. It's strike one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he subtracts there beautifully as this pitch is swung on and missed for the game's first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Marsh is there, 2 gone.
Batting third.
Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Nero?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today. And they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Line hard, deep into left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Here's the 1-0. Hit in the air out to left. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Justin Verlander is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
And now, Tyler Wade. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Verlander has finished off more than 2,900 innings during his time in the major leagues and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. The 2-0.
Yeah, a little wild here early on. Doesn't look like he's totally settled into the game yet. Hopefully he can find it soon.
The 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Four-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped a clutch on that pitch.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
Full count still.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. The 3-2 one more time. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Now at the plate, David Fletcher. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch. And they start him out away with a called strike.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. The throw pulls him off the bag. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. So now here is Mike Trout looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Wade over at second. Fletcher on at first with nobody out. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Shohei Ohtani digging in next, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Runners are at first and second with one away. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Now at the plate, here is Anthony Rendon.
The Father stepped in for redirection from a son's birth, life, death, burial, and resurrection.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And that one misses badly. It's ball two.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
The 2-1 pitch.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Ready with the payoff pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He's set. The 3-2. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. Angels strand a couple. And this is still a 0-0 ballgame. Striding in for Houston, Kyle Tucker, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Now here's the pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball called for strike two.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Fletcher is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport, Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Set to deliver the 0-1.
That's a ball. I got a ball.
No score here as we play inning number 2. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a curveball misses inside.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard but foul. The next 3-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
At the plate now, Chas McCormick. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-0 home. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat.
The catcher, Max Stassi.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Here's Verlander now on 0-2.
1 ball.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Standing in now, Jared Walsh. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 1 out, nobody on. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Number 3.
Next to hit, Taylor Ward will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming, here it is. Bottom of the second here with no score. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
Well, they're certainly letting you know as an offensive unit that they're going to be patient. As a pitcher on the mound right now, you have to recognize that and start attacking in the zone early.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Angels are gone in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Aledmus Diaz. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting up, the catcher, Jason Castro.
So the next to bat will be Jason Castro. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. And this will be a foul ball as the first baseman makes a Herculean effort to make the stop. Easy there, Cha-Cha. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Count still at 1-2. And another foul ball. Third inning, no score to this point. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one, frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Here's Michael Brantley, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Bounce to first, scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Bottom of the 3rd now, and coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Brandon Marsh.
The center fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd, with a punch-out, 1 away.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Angel still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Angel shortstop behind in the count at 1-2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Into the box now, David Fletcher, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. A 1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Towards second. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
And he puts it on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
The first baseman, number 1.
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. First pitch of the AB now. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box, Yordan Alvarez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. A 2-0 count to the Astros DH. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Astros. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Mike Trout ready to settle in and kick off the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac with you in the booth.
Mike Trout.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
High and deep down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Good battle. Count remains full. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Struck out in his first at-bat. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Oh, that's it.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
No runs, no hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is He's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Not cheated there as he takes a big hack, and it's 3-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Bouncer to the left side. He's got to hurry. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged a souvenir.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
The catcher, number 33, Matt Stassi.
To the plate now, Max Stassi, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. One 1-0, here it is. And he misses again, 2-0.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
And now he tries to hold up, but they'll appeal down to first. He went around, says Larry Bullard. It's strike 1. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More from Anaheim right after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Now here's the first offering. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And the leadoff man gone now to start the fifth.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So one out and nobody aboard, and that'll bring in Jose Altuve. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Ward is in his tracks now. 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Chaz McCormick.
Next, it'll be Chaz McCormick. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
No runs, just 1 hit, and 2 errors thus far for the Astros. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here he comes again, 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Thank you, Heidi.
And leading up for the Angels,
Now at the plate is
the
Jared
first baseman,
Walsh. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB now. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
And it's 1-2.
I got to count 1-2.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
At the plate, Taylor Ward. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. pitch on the way. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So now to the plate, Brandon Marsh. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
2 out, nobody on. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Aledmus Diaz. First delivery to him. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Slow little grounder left side. Reined in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 to Jason Castro.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Marsh will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Next to dig in, Michael Brantley. No hits to this point. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Two and 0 to Brantley.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. From the stretch. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Brantley leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Three 3-0 count. Here it comes. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Striding in is Yuli Gurriel. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Finally, someone's able to scratch a run across. The pitching has been so dominant in this one. Let's see if this opens the floodgates a little bit.
Standing in now, Yordan Alvarez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. One ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the 1-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More from Anaheim right after this. So now to the plate, Tyler Wade. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Ball inside.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Next, here is David Fletcher. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. First offering on its way. Sacrifice attempt here. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up, and now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second.
Now batting, the left fielder, Mark.
So stepping in is Mike Trout, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Pitch number 100 on its way. Oh, and Verlander loses the handle here. This one's straight to the backstop. And no advance. It's ball one. Runner at second here with one man out. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with two gone in the inning.
Now batting, the designated
Stepping in once again is Shohei Ohtani, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
The 0-1 offering. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
In now is Anthony Rendon as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. One and 0. Here it is. Hit hard towards the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. Ohtani rounds third and is digging for the plate, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So now into the box is Max Stassi. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far.
Say you make the trap jump, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, if you really with the city, say what up.
First pitch of the AB now.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1. Ball, that's down.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Angels 2 and the Astros 1.
leading off for the Astros, the right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike one.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball one.
Yep, 1-1.
1-1 home.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw will not be in time, so good hustle there as now the possible tying run is aboard to lead things off here.
Second baseman.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Mike Mayers comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
The 2-0 on the way. And there he goes towards second. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Tucker gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll get back in standing. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And the payoff pitch. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Ready now is Chas McCormick. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Here's the first pitch to him. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen, and we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at-bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee, so as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Like clockwork, a 4-6-3 double play to end the threat. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. Hector Neris gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
The first baseman, Jared
Walsh. He's set. Here it comes. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Count 0-2.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate now, Taylor Ward, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Digging in will be Brandon Marsh, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball that's outside.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
The 2-0 on the way.
Ball that's off the plate.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Here it comes on 3-0, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now to bat, Tyler Wade, man at first after the 2-out walk. Has a look, now the pitch. In there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And he lays off for ball 1. Two balls and a strike to the Angels' leadoff hitter. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. To 2-2 now.
We're to count 2-2.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Still even at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Angels leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Aaron Luke has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And stepping in, Jason Castro flew out last time up.
Catcher, Jason Castro.
He's set and the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here comes the 1-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Now here's the pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up. And now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second. So a big at-bat coming up, and it'll be Alex Bregman. And a big at-bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run. From the stretch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. To the right side and through, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
So here's Yuli Gurriel as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. He's safe at the plate. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
First pitch on its way. Line drive base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
In order to play at this level, you got to have unbelievable hand-eye coordination. And that pitch wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to get perfect wood on that baseball.
Jake Myers will come on now and pinch run here. Into the box now, Kyle Tucker, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Stassi corrals it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Next, it'll be Jose Altuve. It was a walk in his last trip. Looking to minimize the damage here. On the bunt attempt is popped up. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as this side is retired. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead, and we are tied 2-2. Ryan Stanek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now it'll be David Fletcher. Lifetime in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1.
The second baseman, David Fletcher.
First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
The 0-1. Late that time for a strike.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. The 1-0 delivery. Fouled away. And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The bat, the designated hitter.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch fouled off. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rendon. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The set and the 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Here's the 2-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Angels strand one. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Michael Lorenzen will be on the mound to start the ninth inning, and his job will be keeping the ballgame tied until the bottom half. At the plate now is Chas McCormick. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0, center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
1-1 the count now. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And the pitch. And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's one gone here in the ninth. Digging in next, Aledmus Diaz. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. Here it comes. And now he tries to hold up, but they'll appeal down to first. He went around, says Larry Bullard. It's strike one. Here comes the 0-1. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. One out, nobody on. Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. Pitch on the way. And he lays off. Ball four. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, catcher, Jason.
Next up for the Stros, Jason Castro. Is one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. In there, and it's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Michael Brantley is on deck. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
At the plate, Michael Brantley, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1- Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex.
Nico Goodrum will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. In now, Alex Bregman. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Diaz on second. Goodrum at first. 2 out in the inning. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Two and 1, here it is. Shot to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And he is out at the plate, trying to take the lead, but this game's going to remain deadlocked as the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. Score remains 2-2.
You gotta be happy. Keep fighting today. That's my will come one day.
Nico Goodrum will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Phil Maton enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings.
And leading up for the Angels.
So now to the plate, Max Stassi, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here comes the 1-2. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Jared.
Into the box, Jared Walsh. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Strike 2 on the curveball, 0-2.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Walsh is retired, 2 down now. Matt Duffy gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. Now here's the first offering, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Ball 3 as he misses low with it here.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
is off. Ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Center field, number 16.
Now time is called, and a very wise decision here with the potential winning run at first. They'll opt to put a little extra speed on the base pass. Next to stand in is Brandon Marsh. He could make these fans go nuts and secure the win if he can place a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch.
He's running at first base. Number 7, Joe Adele.
The set and the 1-1. Hard on the ground toward short. Diaz scoops it up, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Angels leave 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Joe Adele will stick around as he'll take over in right field. We are into extra innings, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Marsh is right there, 1 down.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jake Myers. First pitch on the way. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1 ball and 1 strike to their DH here tonight. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. The 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Count still full, 3-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Up next, Kyle Tucker. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Two and 0 count.
Ball 3.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Ready with the 3-0. Two out, nobody on. And And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
So next to bat will be Jose Altuve, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
The 3-0.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left for Houston. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Tyler Wade. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Pulls this one into the air, out into right field. Tucker is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, David.
Next up is David Fletcher. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
One out, nobody on. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box, Mike Trout, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And he fouls this one off. One and 1. Here it is. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go, and we are tied 2-2. Andrew Watts takes the mound to start the 11th inning. So here is Chas McCormick looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Pitch on the way. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Into the box now, Aledmus Diaz. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home is ripped into the gap. This could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
At the plate now, Jason Castro, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right. As they take the lead, it's now 4-2.
Usually in extra innings, you wait around for someone to run into one. He took matters into his own hands. Now it's up to his pitching staff to grab the W.
Jimmy Herget, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
The batter.
Standing in now, Nico Goodrum, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Scooped up, throw on to first, 2 gone.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
At the plate, Alex Bregman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
And now here is Yuli Gurriel. He flew out in his last AB. He's set and the pitch. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Bregman is off of first with 2 away. And this pitch is inside, and he can't find the zone all of a sudden. 3-0. Jake Myers would be next. The 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jake Myers, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Here's the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. Astros play 2 on the 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Angels, and Houston's taking a 4-2 lead. Ryan Presley gets the call from the pen, and they've saved him for the 11th as he'll try and take this one home. Set now for the bottom of the 11th. And standing in is the DH, Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
And there's ball 3.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Ready with the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Tucker is there and he makes the catch for the out.
Up next to the Angels, the catcher, Matt.
And now for the Angels, Max Stassi. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me, the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation called for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Hits this one hard the other way. There is Altuve to second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
4-2 the final score tonight. Phil Maton takes home the win. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Now they telling they friends, I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend. Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets, y'all just in the street. Y'all fake ministry, y'all just sin and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like never mind. They playing with all of these. This is money, but never mind. That could probably never rhyme and still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth. Just the fingers crossed.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 4 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors with 13 runners left on. For the Angels, 2 runs on just 2 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.